Hello, my name is Zhatelier, and welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Palembang. In previous episode, we kind of enter in... Actually, I don't remember it was previous episode, the episode before that, but yeah. Malaya declared war on us. Luckily, the war goal is something that is helping us a lot, because we just need to blockade port. So we are kind of doing fairly decent in this war thus far. We have kind of managed to wrestle control of most of the stuff. Brunei did enter the war, though, at the latter half of the last episode. I think after we annexed Zulu is when they joined in. We're currently trying to call that province. It's going to take a while. We also got the spy network in Malaya did get discovered recently, which is a bit unfortunate. But right now, we're about to get our colony over here done, which is then going to allow us to call that, and it's going to give us the supply range over here at least a little bit, which is definitely going to help us a long way already. In the meanwhile, we've got a bit more ships repairing at the Christmas Island. Oh yeah, a lot of these. Actually, we could even upgrade some of these. We're not going to upgrade them yet. Can we? No, we can't raid there yet. Oh right, so those are return AE. There we go. That's the province sorted out. Oh right, and I'd have to make this into a state, which I probably could do. I mean, we already have, of course, the supply range from there, which already helps drastically. But now having that core as well definitely won't hurt. We can at least reduce the autonomy over there quite a bit. Right, our marines are... Well, at least the fleet over here is kind of ready. Let's go ahead and pick up the... Is there going to be separatists in here? Possibly. We're currently converting it, but it's... actually, no, we're not converting, we're just coring it right now. But yeah, so let's go ahead and attach the troops to the transports. We'll bring these over. The idea is to just quickly... oh, invasion. Oh. Because Brunei's got a fleet there. But why is there not combat in here, oddly enough? Okay, well, let's just go ahead and send in the big fleet up here. Now that we've got the supply limit, we should be able to deal with this Brunei fleet quite easily. So those are going to Gislebs. Now they're going back to Sulusi. I don't know if they've got... Yeah, they've got troops in there. Well, they're locked in. We should be soon... Yeah, there's going to be combat there. And rather than allowing them to do that, we caught them. So what do they have? They've got quite a bit of galleys and some transports. We've got 2 heavies and 20 galleys. Our galleys are, of course, much better quality. Ooh, Navy Tradition, plus 10. There we go. That's going to be brilliant right now. And there we go. That is a massive amount of ships that the enemy has lost. We capture 11 ships, nonetheless. Okay, yeah, that's pretty decent. We'll probably take the transport fleet out of here. I'll send that back to Christmas Island for now. And then let's have a look at the fleets in here. So we'll probably move in the light ships. Ooh, they've got quite a bit of ships there, actually. So I was thinking about doing the landings in Bangka, but what we need to do to make that a possibility... Well, I've got a whole lot more ships. I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, right, we can catch a Malacca fleet over here. Sure. Although some of the ships are in a bit of bad shape. Especially the ones that we just captured, though, I think. You know what? We capture another 7 ships. I'll take it. Oh, right, and we can raid the coast here. Sure. What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to go and send in... So we've got a supply range in here, so we can repair some of the damaged ships. Leave some of the fleet in here. Keep the enemy fleets blockaded. We've got quite a fleet down here still. In the south. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get the Marines into Christmas Island for now. Also got a couple more of the light ships in here, which are not doing any mission currently. Guess we could go ahead and group them up with the other big fleet. And then over here we are... Actually, what do we have here? Oh, we've got another 3 transports. So I'm going to send these to the Christmas Island as well. Start gathering up some of the transports there. We do, of course, have the 14,000 men up here still in Australia. Which we're getting to the point where we might be able to transport that in one go. Interestingly enough. And that would potentially... Actually, how much does Brunei have troops? A total of 3,000. Oh. Okay. Well, that would open up some possibilities if we just conquer some land in Brunei. That would get us a bit of a foothold into Borneo. Oh, Palembang's got a bit of land over here as well. Okay. So the idea would be to just start getting a bit of a hold in here and start conquering some more lands in Borneo, as well as then, of course, probably start getting into Philippines, and of course we'll try to get some land back from Sumatra in this war, but it might take a little while. But yeah, I think getting the... Well, first of all, we'll group up the transports. Smuggling expired. So, let's have a look. We've captured quite a few of the transports. There's another 3 heading in there, and there's 11 already. So that is just about enough to transport the big army that we have. That's actually perfect. Let's go ahead and combine these fleets already. Could upgrade some of the ships, but that's probably not needed right now. And the blockade over here is going fine. There's a bit of ships there, but that's not too bad. So we can keep this fleet in here for the time being. We'll get back to that, or back through from there soon enough. But we're getting the ticking war score still slowly, mind you, but we're getting it. Yeah, 0.4 war score per each month, so it's not a huge amount, but again, it does help. We lost 5 ships in this war, they lost 22. That's not too bad, and that doesn't even include Sulu. Oh, revolt. I'm gonna lower the taxes there for a moment. I don't really want the province over here having... Okay, so now they got the zealots in there trying to rise up, but it's of course the conversion is going okay with 2.2% per month. It could be faster, mind you, but it's not too bad. Oh, right, and now we've got the transport fleet in here. So what we'll probably do is we'll do that first initial... actually, initial landing, would that be sufficient? And now I've got 5,000 men in there. Maybe what we'll need to do is we need to bring in the big army from the get-go. We'll just send for that army first. Naval reformer. Oh. Okay, I mean, do we have advisors now? We do. Getting that Morale Navy's advisor level 3, I mean, it would increase the upkeep by quite a bit. Of course, we've got quite a massive deficit right now. We might be taking a lot more loans. But at least Brunei's not going to be able to do too much. We've still got these fleets in here. So that's going to be a lot of ships. We might go ahead and just engage with that. Oh, there we go. They're running away. They got the 31,000 troops there. This, of course, is beyond our supply limit, so we might just go back. As I wanted to kind of scare them a little bit there. For the time being. How long until these ships... Oh, some of these ships are going to take quite a while to repair. Now, I suppose... yeah, the fleet maintenance is starting to be pretty high. And, yeah, nearly half of that is because we're over the force limit. How much are we over the force limit now? A decent bit, yeah. Got 86 out of 63. Now, has the transport fleet arrived here yet? No, it has not. Oh, right, colonists. Right, I forgot to send that. I'm going to send it up to Belitung. Just so that I can then get a bit more... Well, I suppose I won't have the supply range initially, but I can then do raiding on Malacca already. And that's going to be a huge amount of money. Actually, that reminds me. We could raid in the Philippines. There's also Palembang. There's a bit of Sunda that we could raid. Okay, okay. Yeah, the Philippines, we're starting to get quite a bit of an area in there that we could be raiding in. But let's let the ships repair for another month. Most of them are now pretty good. There's one that isn't quite as good yet, but that's fine. Go ahead and get the fleet in here. And the ships are still repairing there. But yeah, ooh. Yeah, I suppose there's only 70,000 men in here. So that should be fine. We'll just need to land on, probably on their capital or something. Siege that down on a relatively quick pace. And then deal with that army. Siege the fort inland. And after that, we can focus on trying to get Bangka back. Like, if we can siege that one, we'd have to keep the fleets in there and try to siege that as quickly as possible. Of course, it's going to require the Marines to actually manage to pull that off, mind you, but that's something that we'll just have to do. But yeah, then we're going to get the Marines down to Belitung for a moment. To keep that secure while we are keeping, or dealing with this army. Or Brunei's troops and all that. Aha, we have arrived. Okay, well, if you are moving out of there, I guess we can move into your... Oh, okay, you want to fight? I can go for your capital as well, if that is what you prefer. How long does it take to land, though? June. Okay, there's several months. Yeah, they're going to have a bit of truce. Can I actually... Oh, I do have just about range there. Let's get the coast of Sarawak. Let you... Okay, you don't want to lock in... You know what, we'll just go for the closer one first. We don't have a huge amount of time here. We're still taking quite a bit of attrition. But there we go. So we've got the fleet at least in here now, blockading the capital as well. So that should give us even more ticking war score, I believe. No, it isn't. Okay, never mind. It's still something. They've got 8,000 men. It's gonna be... Ooh, actually, I just realized we don't have a general for this army. Aha. Let's go do a quick stop at Sulu. We'll get a general for this. Okay, I mean, 1011 is not great. It'll be better than nothing. We can quickly let the troops reinforce it here for a moment. I wonder if we could get a military access from someone. As a matter of fact, yeah, we could. That's going to allow us to land unopposed. Because it's not like we're using most of our declarations anyway. There we go, so let's take the fleet out here. Land there without problems. Are we... Yeah, we are within fleet maintenance areas in here already, so that's good. I do actually wonder if the transport fleet cannot raid coast because there's no targets nearby. What we could do, though, is raid the coast here. That's another 37 targets. And we've got the reinforcements in here, so I'm going to go ahead and raid the Malacca stuff over here. Briefly. Oh, yeah, there we go. 140 ducats. That's tasty. And that's another 125 ducats. I'm going to go and bring these back here, though. Ah, the troops have landed. Right, then let's cut across there. We can go ahead and pick up the Marines. Ready for the stage 2. Over here, it's going to be probably a river crossing and a jungle regardless, but they might be trying to run away. Well, they did try, but they did not manage to. They got the discipline advantage over us. We've got the numbers advantage at least, although it's looking a bit dire. But I think we did win that, just about. What a cost, though, my goodness. Okay, shot damage received minus 10%, that's actually going to be quite handy. As long as we can seize that one down, we should be fine. And then this is the... Right, we can still go ahead and send some of these to be repaired. Shouldn't take too long. Ooh, we can purchase an ability. Now, institution spread would be quite handy. War score caused by the other religions is not too bad. Blockade impact on siege +1 is also quite handy. I think we're going to go with the institution spread, though. Like, well, we have got on most of the institutions now. Including colonialism, actually. The printing press has started spreading. It's not spreading to us quite yet, but once it does start to spread, I would like that to be as quick as possible. Right, but the fact that we've got the siege over here, we should be able to deal with this fairly quickly. And the fleet over here is still going to be repairing for a while. There we go. I guess we'll go ahead and move the fleet up here again. I do wonder if this, the fleet moving, does that actually pull in the repairing ships out as well? No. What we can do now is we can do the naval barrage. So we start at 14% on the siege. That ain't too shabby. They do, of course, have the bigger fort over here as well that we still need to deal with. Although we don't necessarily have to take too much in there. Ooh, we can repay one of the loans. How many do we still have? 3 more, over 300 ducats total. We've got a massive deficit, though. I mean, I suppose the reinforcements are quite costly. That's 6 ducats a month. And then the fleet maintenance, of course, is pretty massive as well. And I suppose part of that is that we could just put these to privateer in Malacca. That would probably give us a bit of money. It does mean that we won't be blockading as many ports right now, but that's alright. We'll get back to that in due time. Oh, well, there we go. Sulu has been cored. Excellent. So that actually... Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a massive increase on the radius. We can actually even park the fleet in straight to Johor now. As soon as we're done with that siege, I might. There we go. Let's go and blockade the good stuff. And then we can go ahead and pick up the Marines here shortly. What we'll do is we'll park the fleet over there first. We'll try to siege down the fort over here quickly as possible. Or the island as quickly as possible. And as long as we keep the fleet over here straight to Johor, which we will, then the enemy won't be able to get into the island as long as we actually manage to seize it down. Which is not guaranteed, mind you. But that would be the ideal situation there. We'll let the troops recover a little bit in here. They still... Actually, how's the dip... Oh, right, they got military 11. We got 11 as well, so we do share the same miltech. I'm just going to go ahead and consolidate the regiments a little bit. Is that going to be another river crossing? Yeah, it would be a river crossing into jungle, so that would still, again, be a -2, I think. That's not ideal. I mean, I might be able to just force Brunei out of the war. Maybe we'll go ahead and take one province over there. Take the money. Take the war operations. Okay, maybe not the transfer trade power, but that should be alright. So there goes Brunei. That gives us yet another location that we can then use as stepping stone into raiding further up here, for example. Actually, yeah, let's have a look at the... Oh, yeah, there we go. Most of the Philippines we can now raid. We can even go all the way to Taiwan now. It might not be a whole lot of money from there, but we could. And then, of course, there's the coast here in Khmer. Or like the Vietnamese coast and all that. That could be rather handy. Wait, so where's the transport? Oh, right, it's over here. So now it's just us versus Malacca. We do have the Tiki War score. They're probably not willing to give us stuff quite yet. Now let's give this a go. If we lose the Marines, we lose the Marines. We've got the manpower to easily replenish that. And these troops are getting back there, that's fine. Monopoly Company found. Ooh, I'm going to take the money, because that's going to allow us to repay another loan. Also go ahead and build another shipyard, perhaps. That would be somewhat useful for fixing our force limits a little bit. Actually, do we have... Oh, right. We could get a shipyard over here, Mauritius. Maybe another one over there, because building those two is going to be quite handy in terms of getting the troops. Are these... No, they still haven't started moving. Because they haven't realized that I'm landing. Question is, are we going to siege this down quickly enough? I should be... It's only 30 days, so yeah, we will be. I suppose, I don't know if they got... they probably do have military access through here. Yeah, they have military access through Jambi. So they should be able to get the army in here, but they won't. Oh, okay, we lost a trader. Colonial Ranger Advisor wouldn't be too bad, but we might want to go for the morale. Actually, what are we doing in terms of the ideas right now? Maritime ideas. Okay, so actually getting that morale of navies advisor is actually not a bad idea right now. It's a bit costly. Oh, Sunda no longer considers his rival. Alright then. Actually, now that we've got that... I guess this fleet... we've got a few galleys in there. It should be fine. We only got a handful of transports there anyway. So there should be an easy victory. Oh yeah, there we go. We can even capture another two Oh! Oh no, yeah, we did capture some transports. What we're going to do is we'll just take these transports out. I'm just going to get rid of these because I can already carry either one of my armies with the transport fleet, so I don't need to worry about that too much currently. I'm going to have to keep the Marines in there for now, and we need to keep that fleet in there as well. Well, I suppose we could do a bit of raiding in the meanwhile, get some more cash. Keep the war going because it is bloody expensive, I can tell you that much. I suppose another thing that I could do is just use this rate a little bit. There we go, that's another 22 ducats. Unfortunately, not quite as much as I was hoping for. Oh, there we go, another 26. I'm going to be raiding the southern coast of Java. There we go, 46. We've got already up to 200 ducats again. Another 6 ducats over there. Let's get to Flores Sea. Get a bit more from there. And then we could potentially start raiding up north over here as well. Because we've got now the, yeah, we've got the supply range quite nicely in here. And it's just a bit of a foothold in here. Barao probably doesn't like me because raided coast and all that. How much of a... First of all, who are they? Oh, they are like Sunda. That could be bad. Right, Malacca, are you willing to give me... You are willing to give me... Mbanka. Not Palembang, though. Let's suggest demands. What do you want? You will cede Banka? Pay money? You know what? I'll get some power production as well, so it's not too bad. Sure, we'll take that one, so we're not at war anymore. Get the extra cash from there. This one is... it was a core for us already, actually, so we don't need to worry about that. We could turn that into another state again. That's somewhat handy. And we'll go ahead and pay off at least another loan. Since we're not at war, right, now that we've got the truce, we can't actually raid a lot. Well, actually, we can still do a lot. Oh, let's get rid of this extra transport. We can still go ahead and do a bit of raiding up here. Just slightly less, perhaps. Kind of fix the economy in the meanwhile. So that's 33. So I don't know if we can actually raid from there. No, I don't think so. Let's get to the... at least the southern half of Vietnam. Raid the coastline there. Make some new friends. Friend in air quotes in this case. Oh, Malacca embraced colonialism. Alright then. Good on them. There we go, 46. Let's go out and do a bit of raiding over here as well. Oh, and where did we put in the... Oh, right, this one. Let's do a quick raiding over there. That's 59 ducats. Let's get the troop from Banka. I'm pretty sure that there's no unrest there, but we can get those into Belitung. Reduce the likelihood of any Europeans or whatnot getting in here. At least not as easily. I mean, the Portuguese, of course, have the colony in Mahe. And no one's gone for Australia yet, luckily. No one's gone for these islands yet either. Malacca still has the Andamans. Portugal is... So I think we may have been somewhat successful in curtailing the European expansion into Asia. For now. I don't think we'll be able to hold on to that for too long, but at least we got the chance for it currently. Right, let's go and do a bit of raiding there. There's 51 ducats, actually. And then we're going to do a raiding over here, and that should be all of it. That we can get 38 ducats. Okay, we're going to get these in with the main army for now. Do we have room for another bit of troops? We could actually start building a second army. I'm thinking maybe I should have a second army here somewhere to fight off the natives again. Or expand in Australia again to get some more of the land. Although how much we're still behind in tech quite drastically, especially Diplotech. That naval equipment manufacturer could actually be quite handy. Can we build a manufactory somewhere? No, we cannot. We don't have the money for that. Plus we still have one loan to pay off. But that we can probably do once it runs out of the... Yeah, actually that's later this year anyway. We may need to get rid of some ships. Of course, well, we got a lot of privateering going on in Malacca, which pirates are the biggest portion in there. I suppose what I could do is I could maybe go ahead and separate a few ships from this. Well, let's take 3 of these, for example, at least, and start privateering in what Moluccas do. I mean, it would be okay. It's not a huge amount, but we can start getting a bit more trade power in there as well. Oh, Belitung natives uprising. Well, it's a good thing that we got the ships in here. Because I was going to bring them in there anyway. So it's a matter of a few days to get that. They don't have enough troops to actually siege it down, though. Oh, that's actually rather handy to know. Now, is there any good... Okay, courthouses, there's a few options. Workshops, not particularly good ones. Marketplaces. There's a Wajik, which is in the southwest corner of Australia. Would be okay, but not necessarily need it right now. Of course, how's the... Yeah, we're still 20 over our force limit for navies. Now, we are still building 2 shipyards, so that's going to get us to, well, 16 over our force limit. We could maybe build another shipyard. Or 2. That's going to get us to 12 over our force limit. To reduce the upkeep a bit further. Profiteering in Uach. Down here. I don't think the unrest is too bad there. I'll just get more goods produced. Cool. Right, and we don't need to get claims on Malacca stuff over here at least. And as long as we keep the fleet presence in here, they will not be able to retake the island either. Because now that we've got the fleet advantage, we've got, well, yeah, we've got quite the advantage. I'm going to go and have a look if there's any of the old galleys in here. There are definitely some. I'm just going to get rid of a few of those. Let's see, so it would just be the galleys, wouldn't it? We'll get rid of 5 of them. So we don't need to upgrade those. We'll get some of the sailors back as well. But that's going to hopefully reduce the... Yeah, we're still quite a bit over our force limit, but not as bad. And thus reduce some of the costs that we currently have. We could reduce the army maintenance briefly. Although it does have its own set of risks, of course, involved. What I might do is I might actually go ahead and get the transport fleet over here. We can send this fleet maybe up to Banka. At least briefly. There's not a whole lot of... Well, there's actually a tiny bit more raiding that we could be doing. And we've done all the raiding on East Africa. Alright then. Ah, election. How good is our current ruler? Liberty design subjects. I mean, still got some of the points. We could switch... Actually, I'm going to go with a smuggler candidate, though. Get the Diplo points bringing in a bit faster, or pouring in a bit faster. I might just go for the tax and... Actually, we could go for the missionary strength. Just to convert places faster, because we've got a few places to convert. And that's, yeah, it's not a huge boost there, but it's a boost. Oh, 5% discipline. I think we might try to keep this ruler for a while. How old is he? 44. I mean, that's not too bad. Right, so is the unrest over here bad? I mean, it's a little bit. At least we've got the transport fleet to take this wherever it's needed. So the zealots down in Australia will be dealt with soon enough. Oh, we've got a couple neighbours over here. Are you allied? No, you don't have any allies. I think we're going to go and do a bit of expansion over there then. Let's go ahead and grab that. We can take this one down here. What about you? You've got some allies? Okay. But yeah, so getting this province shouldn't be too difficult with the troops. And then we can start slowly pushing them back, and we can capture more of the coastline here. This is a natural harbour as well, which is quite important. Keeping up the trade power. And we are, of course, the biggest trade power in Australia right now, but we might want to increase the... Well, first of all, trade value needs to increase quite a bit for it to be probably profitable. Right, let's repay the loan. We're still losing quite a bit of money. Of course, the missionaries do cost quite a bit. We, of course, have also a lot of... election... A quartermaster. So we get the reinforcement speed. Skill level 2 at half the price. Or Morale and Navy's advisor at half the price. I'm going to take the Morale and Navy's. That'll be fine. Oh, actually, I suppose I could go ahead and mothball some of the forts that we have in here, just to save up a little bit of ducats. Of course, right now the deficit is still pretty bad. Still 9 ducats. Or 8 ducats now, actually. Oh, right, because over here it doesn't factor in the war operations, does it? Not necessarily. Anyway, that's at least one thing. The advisors are still quite expensive. But I need the points right now, so that's just how it's going to have to be. I suppose we could go and do the raid in Taiwan. Or Formosa. Oh, Malacca is knowledge sharing Brunei, okay. That's a bold move. Hey, we can get the Diplotech now. I shall take that. Actually, how much is... Oh, it's less than 400 points for that. Okay, well, definitely. I'll take that one then. We're also not too far from getting the Miltech 12, hopefully. I do actually wonder, though, if we have a look at the tech... Oh, yeah, Malacca's got level 13 already. A lot of the others probably have at least 12 as well. Whereas we have only 11 across the board right now. So we're trying to catch up a little bit. Of course, our economy hasn't been all that strong. We've got quite a bit of ships right now that we need to pay upkeep for, among other things. Of course, once we get more of the shipyards done, some of them are, at least 2 of them will be done in less than a month now. Let's get another 24 ducats from there, so that's going to keep us going for at least another, well, a little while. Let's go out and send these around here, and then to the Andaman Sea. So we can raid a bit further over there. Yeah, that is within reach. So we can get some more money over here. It's probably not going to be a whole lot. Yeah, it's going to be like 30 ducats or so. Or 28 ducats, I think. Right, and did we get the troops into Australia yet? Not yet, but they're on their way. Oh, we can actually do a quick little raid there. Another 30 ducats. I will take it. Right, the troops have arrived. There's not too much standing in the way, so let's just go out and declare the war. We shall take your capital. Actually, let's park this outside here, so we can do the naval barrage, hopefully. And we've got the... yeah, we've got a massive advantage on Miltech. They're running away. Conversion should be done over here shortly. Hey, there we go. That's a conversion done. Now they... Oh, Jamba's got colonialism now. Righto, let's do the naval barrage here for free. So we start with 14%. That's not too shabby. Could maybe get a bit more artillery. We might also want to get a fort over here. That's kind of a crucial location. I mean, I suppose this would... Kerchar could also be quite nice because it's got a lot of areas that it connects to. But the jungle fort over here with Gold Province would be somewhat handy. We don't have the money for that right now, mind you. But we'll get to that eventually. Oh, looks like some of these are moving. Oh, so now they're black flagged. They can't actually go and raid me. Ah, perfect. Oh, Malacca is sending insults on our way. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised by that, I'll be honest. I think that we could do, we could support Rebellion. I don't want to spend the money right now, though. So, we might actually just cancel the spy network in Malacca for the time being. We could maybe go ahead and get a... if we could get Binton over here, that'd be kind of funny. I'll get a claim there. Just get all the islands. They've got Jambi's got... Right, yeah, they've got the island. That's their capital, though, so it's a little bit more problematic to siege down, unfortunately. But yeah, so they should not be able to start sieging me down, but I'm not actually entirely sure. Oh, now they're moving around again. Let's see, will they start sieging, or... No, they don't. Okay, good. That does remind me, though. We do still need to do some more raiding or something to get some more... Oh, right. Yeah, there we go. We're going to do the raiding there. I'll send the fleet back over here. So we can keep the... well, the expenses are still quite massive, let's be honest. The advisors are a pretty huge chunk of that. The missionaries are also quite sizable. Currently converting Sulu, which is... how much development? It's only 14, but it's bloody expensive. It is what it is. Oh, Sunda declared war. Okay, so who's this? Sunda and Lanfang. Okay, well, we'll have to look into this war next episode, because we're kind of out of time for this one. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if I haven't already. I'll get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.